Okay, to find the area of composite shapes, which means composite means putting something together. So these are areas made up of different shapes that you know. So you look at it and you divide the shape into regions that you already know the formula for. So for this particular example, we can see here we've got a trapezium and we've got a triangle. So your setting out is important here. You want to write down what you're finding at each step. So area of triangle, do one at a time. Area of triangle is, now remember, it's a half base times height, or base times height divided by 2. And so here's our triangle. The base is 6 across here, so it's 6 times, now the height is this 3 meters because that's that height there, so it's 6 times 3 divided by 2, and you'll find that is 9 meters squared. Now let's find the area of the trapezium. So the trapezium, if you remember, you add the parallel sides together, you divide them by 2 and then multiply by the height. So let's have a look. Parallel sides, here's our parallel side, and so we need to put a number on that, and also it's 4 meters. So our parallel sides are 6 plus 4, and you average them or divide them by 2. You then multiply them by the height. Now this time the height is 5. That's the height between the parallel sides. And work that out on your calculator or in your head, and you get 25 meters squared. And now you add or subtract. So in this case we're going to add. So the total area. You notice how I'm writing down at each step what I'm doing. Is 9 plus 25, which is 34 meters squared. Alright, let's try a couple more examples. Okay, here's an arrow. Now we recognize here we've got a rectangle and we've got a triangle. So once again, one at a time, let's do the area of the rectangle. So I'm writing down what I'm doing. Area of the rectangle is base times height. So it's 8 times 12, which is 96 meters squared. Area of the triangle, and remember that's base times height divided by 2, so 14. Now there's your base. Now the height's this area between here and here. Now we're not given it, but we know that 20 is the whole way, 12 is down to here, so that bit must be 8. So 14 times 8 divided by 2, and we get 96 meters squared. Again, total area, we add them together, so it's 96 plus 96, which is 192 meters squared. Don't forget your units. Right, here we've got your classic picture frame, where you're finding the shaded rim around the outside. And so what you need to do in these is to find the area of the large triangle, or the outer triangle, rectangle, or square, or whatever it is, and subtract. You want this, find the area of the inner rectangle and take it away, and then you've got left with the border. So find the area, we'll just call it the outer rectangle. It's going to be base times height, 15 times 18, which comes out to 270 centimeters squared. Area of inner rectangle, okay, we've got 11 times 14, 11 times 14, that comes out to 154 centimeters squared. And so the shaded area, or the required area, equals the 270, and we're taking away the rectangle in the middle and we're left with the rim. So 270 minus 154, and you get 116 centimeters squared. And if you the donut's like that too. You find the area of a donut, large circle minus small circle, and you get left with donut. Okay, it's moving this down to the last one. Okay, here we've got the running track type question. So we've got 100 meters down the straight, 80 meters across, and let's find the area. So you recognize we've got here a rectangle, half a circle, or a semicircle. Now the two half circles can be put together to make a full circle. So let's go with the rectangle first. Area of the rectangle equals 100, base times height, 100 times 80, which is 8,000 meters squared. Now if we can find the area of just one circle, which is the two halves added up together, so it's pi times, now the radius squared. Now if that whole thing is 80, the radius just goes from the middle out, there's that bit there, so it must be 40. So it's pi, so that bit's 40, times 40 squared, and that comes to 5026, 5026.5 meters squared. And so total area, I'm going to add them together, equals 8,000 plus 5,026.5, plus sign, which comes to 13026.5 meters squared. Now, just for interest, how many of you can change that to hectares? Now remember, 1 hectare is 10,000 meters squared. So if I divide this by 10,000, that means move the decimal point to the left 4 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I get 1.3 hectares. So 1 dp. Great.